Hey, my name is Mark from Tri-Gable Farm. I'm out here in my no-till garden where I've pulled aside some of the straw, and I'm going to be planting wine caps in the garden. This is an edible mushroom, also known as King Strophoria. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny. The thing is that I don't want I don't want things to dry out. So what I've done is I had straw laid down. There's about 4 inches or so of straw that's been compacting over time, so it's compacted down to 4 inches or so. And I've pulled the straw off this little area here. I've got sawdust spawn from Field and Forest Products. They're an awesome mushroom growing company. I've worked with them for years and totally support their stuff. This is sawdust that's been infected. It's been inoculated with the edible strain. Now, so, you know, if you're interested in this, I've got a whole beekeeping course. It's nearly 2 hours long, and I go over all the little details about how to grow mushrooms in straw beds, and we kind of get into some of the reasons why we do things. But just quickly, one of the things that we learn is that the fungal tissue that's in this, it wants to network back together. This is one living organism right now. And if I had another bag of this, they'd actually be clones of an original organism. And the tissue from this would want to reunite with the tissue in the other bag. And so altogether, I'm going to take this. This is sawdust. And I got a pickup truck. Anyway, but this is sawdust has the fungal tissue in it. And what I'm going to do is stress it out and break it up into sawdust again, but sawdust with fungal tissue. When it hits the straw, over time, over a few weeks, these tiny little particles are going to want to digest the straw, and then as they grow from that digestion, taking in the nutrients and spread out, in this mat, this will become one living organism again. As these grow out and come in contact with each other again, they'll reconnect. Now, if you chop me up into little bits, I don't reconnect. But it's kind of a cool little thing with mushrooms, is that they can do that. So to spread this out and get some exponential growth, that's exactly what we do. Now, again, you'll learn the reasons why I don't like take this and spread it out over the whole garden. That would actually be setting myself up for failure. I want to set myself up for success. So I'm only doing a small area. This is about 25 square feet, about a 5 foot by 5 foot area for one bag of spawn. And this is the process. This is not that hard. I gave the straw, it's been sitting in the sun, so I gave it a little wet down so that as I put this on, it doesn't dry this out. And this is it. It ain't much more than taking these clumps, just breaking them up and sprinkling them on the straw that's here. Now, I can also take this. If I had thought ahead, I kind of wanted to keep this together so that you could see what the whole mass was like and see me breaking it up. But before I opened the bag, I could have taken some time to crush this while it was in the bag, and it would have been a little bit easier. But that's okay. I know, chickens. If you could eat this, you would, huh? Oh, big old chunk. All right, that's it. So, again, you know, if you take the big old class, you'll learn some of the nuances with this and the reasons why we do the things that we do. But from here, now that I don't want to leave sitting in the sun, I'm going to take that and cover it with some of the existing straw that I had pulled back, and that's what I'm going to do right now. That's about it. 5 minutes in, garden bed done. One more thing that I am gonna do, I am gonna water this down. You know, if it was a rainy day, that'd be great. Just let the natural rain fall on it and get the straw wet and everything. I just don't want what I put down there to dry out and get stressed out or stunted by drying out. So here's the thing, is that this is going to run and expand. It's going to colonize that whole area, and then it's going to go over to the rest of the garden. It'll even go in the wood chip bed that's my walking pathway down here and travel to the other side. Really, how do I do this in this like no-till garden is that what I do is I inoculate the 4 corners of the garden, and over the course of the summer they colonize and the mycelium run to each other and then reconnect, and the whole garden gets colonized. This is about a about 30 by 40, 30 by 50 foot garden, somewhere in that ballpark. And it'll digest the wood chips, it'll digest the straw, and the worms that are in the garden will eat that fungal tissue and then poop castings in my garden and create, you know, organic fertility right there, right where my plants are going to go. This is where I'll plant my green beans, my peppers, my tomatoes, my zucchini, and as I go along and I'm harvesting those plants and have buckets for those plants, I'll also have a bucket for mushrooms. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. That's the quick little follow-up, and like I said, you know, go to my site. We got the online class. You can join, pay a little bit of money. You got a ton of resources, and you can learn about this and how to grow on logs and stuff. It's really fun.